Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to utilize some of my internal AI mechanism to pick out, two projects that, if I had £1,000 to invest in crypto today, would be the two that I would look at for a short-term flip. And we're also going to have a look at some of the adoption headlines that I think is really bullish stuff. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to jump in our Discord. Link is in the description. It's free to join. It's an epic place to chat with like-minded individuals about the projects you love 24/7. We have a fantastic community, so do take a look at it. And we also have a membership section on Patreon. We quite often chat with all of our community really, so dig into that and see if that is your bag also. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to sort of call out is just some bullish news really. And I always talk about adoption when we have these pullbacks, and I know the market's still green, but Nick and myself, we still expect a bit of a pullback. But Malaysian ministry proposes legal tender of cryptocurrency. Are we going to see more of this? I think so. Again, I think this is just bullish sentiment for the market. So I really just wanted to just highlight this article and just talk about what's actually happening around the world. The other one is Goldman Sachs conducts first over-the-counter crypto trade with Galaxy. And I think, again, this is something we're going to start to see more and more of. So, again, this is going to be a very, very interesting sort of development. And I have talked about, institutions, and Goldman Sachs would be sort of encompassed in that. I expect to see more altcoins being purchased over time. I really do feel that they've spent an awful lot of time looking at the market, and let's be honest, they're here to make money, just like most of us. I appreciate some people seem to get a bit emotional about certain projects, when you hear something you don't like, rather than actually digesting it and realizing that actually there's probably some substance to it. It's straight on the defensive. For me, these particular institutions, they're here to make money. They're going to be using all their analysts to look at the market, and they're going to find what Nick and myself found months back, and that was you need to get into some of these projects with utility, fantastic teams, fantastic tech, stuff that's of substance that is actually going to last the test of time. So I expect the likes of Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, and many others to be invested in from these institutions. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight, the progression that is being made here. I think it's fantastic to highlight this stuff because, Nick does all the TA, but from a fundamental aspect, I think this stuff is important to highlight also. Right, but anyway, why we're all here, right? And that is going to be the internal AI mechanism within me to pull out some fantastic projects. So the title of this video is obviously, how I would invest $1,000 today. And for me, I'm looking for a quick flip. So before I sort of get into this, obviously you can see it's AVAX here as the first one. Before I really sort of dig into it, what I do want to say is obviously none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion. My AI could be faulty, who knows? It should be treated as educational purposes only, and you should go away and do your research before making any investment decisions. Go have a look at the charts and all that wonderful stuff. But ultimately it's my opinion, right? And AVAX, I really like this project. Currently up 0.60% at $86.10. Now, I'm not suggesting by any stretch of the imagination that it's just going to go straight on an absolute tear. What I am suggesting is in the short term, although the market's volatile, I think this project is going to do really well. I really do rate this project. It's a solid project in the respect that it's got a solid team, solid tech. Go have a look at the white paper, and you will see where I'm coming from when I talk about the actual tech that's sat behind this project. And for me, I'm seeing more and more people talk about it. I think ultimately Solana's gone and done very well. I expect Avalanche to follow in that same sort of direction. And go read up on like the snowballs and all that sort of wonderful stuff in the white paper. I really do think it's a fantastic project. I really do. Low cost, and it's eco-friendly. Well, I think you need to know that, right? It has to be eco-friendly. We've seen all the negativity around Bitcoin, rightly or wrongly. But it's open source, programmable smart contract platform for decentralized applications. Very similar to Solana and Polkadot and Ethereum and Cardano and all those wonderful projects, right? So for me, again, I think this one's going to do really, really well. We briefly spoke with the team months back and really do like the project. So I would invest, I'm just going to split these down the middle. Well, maybe I won't. I'll go 60-40. I would go $600 into AVAX, and then the $400 remaining into the second.
And guys, this video has been sponsored by 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗀, and specifically the Cardano ADA pool. If you are looking to support the channel and our effort here to communicate out all the recent kind of news, articles, price changes and price action of your favorite altcoins, then there's no better way than delegating your ADA into our stake pool. By doing so, you'll not only support the channel, but you will also earn a juicy return and a nice passive income on your ADA holdings. It's really simple to do, guys. Just load up your 𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗦 or Deadliest wallet, drop your ADA into the wallet, and then find the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗀 pool via the ticker 𝗕𝗘. In doing so, you'll earn a nice juicy return and support the channel. There is no better time to do so, so why not delegate to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗀 today?
Project, which is CardStack. Ticker is CARD, currently at 0.004688, down 3.8%. And again, I think this one's one that could do very well in the short term. And this isn't one where I've spoke to the team or anything like that. But it's basically a protocol supporting with Web3. It's going to sort of help the everyday person basically look to build Web3. NFTs, DeFi, blockchain are no longer reserved for the crypto savvy. Again, I think this is a project that's going to do really well in the short term. And, I'm not really looking at it from a very long term sort of viewpoint. I'm really just calling this one out because ultimately I do feel that it's going to do really, really well in the short term. Now, for me, like I say, you got to treat this as educational purposes only. This is not a financial advice. It's just my opinion. Okay. But, one thing that I would ask is, message down in the comments below what 2 projects you would invest in if you had $1,000 to invest a day. Really interested to see what projects are called out, right? It's a difficult market to time and predict, right? But using or utilizing technical analysis, you can kind of get an idea of what direction or percentage sort of idea, I guess, in which direction the market is heading in. So Nick and myself have talked quite a lot today and over the last sort of few weeks that it's going to be a volatile market. So you should never invest too much. Only invest what you can afford to lose, because it's a funny market, crypto, and from a macro viewpoint with events around Europe and the rest of the world, with the conflict in Europe and all those sorts of things, inflation, the cost of food, fuel, all on the increase. It's an interesting landscape. So make sure that you investing at the right prices. I'm not suggesting go FOMO into either of these projects right now. Go take the time, go research them, and perhaps look at some technical analysis on these ones before sort of getting into the market. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.